Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is John D here. I'm back in our showroom at Pro Digital Gear. Today, I'm very excited to show you a brand new printer from Epson. It's the replacement for the 4900. We've all been waiting a long time for this. It's the new Epson SCP5000SE. Today, we're going to show you what's inside the box, and then we're also going to briefly go through the menu and show you some new features as well. And just in case this is your first time purchasing a printer of this size, we just wanted to make you aware that this printer is significantly larger than the Epson P800. When lifting it up onto your stand or on your table, you're going to want a second pair of hands to help you. It requires 2 people to move this printer. It's very heavy. And just showing you a quick unboxing here, you'll see that it's very similar to the packing on the 4900, and it's also very similar in size to the 4900. You obviously have your manuals, your cables, your printer spindle, and your 11 inks. The first thing that you'll notice about this printer that differs from the 4900 is, well, it's all black. But the design hasn't changed too much. It takes 17-inch rolls, and it also has a paper tray for your cut sheet media. In the box, you'll get a printer spindle with your 2-inch to 3-inch adapters. This spindle looks to be identical to the old 4900 printer spindle. Also included is a cover to put over your paper tray when it's fully extended. This will help keep dust and foreign contaminants out of your paper tray. You'll notice your Epson Preferred brochure is included, which has your technical support and warranty information. You also have a P5000 reference guide. And lastly, you're supplied with 80 ml starter inks in 11 colors for your new Epson P5000. These should get your printer charged and help you get through a few jobs as well. We noticed that after charging the inks, we were still left with about 75% full ink cartridges. Once the printer is out of the box and onto your stand or table, you're going to want to remove all the blue protective tape that you'll see around your printer. Keep in mind, there are also protective papers that go inside the paper tray. You'll also find protective papers inside the ink doors, so don't forget to remove those as well. There are 2 more blue pieces of tape on the back of the printer. The different connections on the back are what you're used to. You have your Ethernet, your USB, and your power. The printer looks physically the same, other than its slick new professional color, but you also see that they've made significant advancements in protecting foreign contaminants from getting inside the print area. You'll see that there's a dust strip on the main door. The roll cover that closes over the roll media goes down deeper inside the printer. The back of the roll cover is sealed off as well. Remember, before you start up the P5000 for the first time, you're going to want to load in your 11 inks. Under the right door, you have your matte black, your vivid magenta, your light black, your cyan, and your photo black. And under your left door, you have your green, your light black, your yellow, your light cyan, your vivid light magenta, and orange. Now remember, if you have the commercial edition, your violet ink will go in the light black slot. You could see what ink goes in what slot if you look at the back side of your ink door. It even mentions about the violet ink there as well. When booting up your printer for the first time, we're going to want you to pay close attention to the menu that pops up first. This is extremely important to setting up your printer correctly. Right off the bat, you're going to see a different menu, and it says, "Notice, ink charging begins when ink set is selected." This is for choosing between the Epson P5000 Commercial Edition or Standard Edition. At this menu, you can hit OK to proceed. The next option asks you to select your ink set. You're telling your printer to use either the light black or the violet ink that you loaded into the printer. Again, if you have the Commercial Edition P5000, you would choose the violet ink in this situation. In this case, this is the P5000SE, so we're going to choose the light black. Go ahead and highlight the ink and hit OK to proceed. The next menu is warning you that if you choose the wrong ink, you could mess up your printer. So make sure you know what type of printer you have and that the correct ink is loaded for the version of the P5000 that you own. Again, in this case, we have the light black, and we set it to light black because it's the standard edition. And we're going to go ahead and choose yes to proceed. It even gives us an additional warning that once the ink charging is done, you cannot change the ink set. Your lines will be loaded with the ink that you picked, whether it's the violet or the light black. In this case, we've picked the correct ink, so we're going to go ahead and move the selection to yes and proceed. You'll see that the printer begins to charge the ink. We're going to speed up the process. We noticed that it took about 20 minutes or so to fully charge the lines. And once that reaches its 100% mark, you'll boot into the new menu of the P5000. Right off the bat, it's going to do an auto nozzle check, so you're going to have to wait for that. And then you'll be able to load your paper into the machine. At this point, you're ready to print. Now we're going to go into our printer setup menu, and you'll notice we have a brand new feature, timer cleaning. This will let your printer clean periodically in increments from 6 hours all the way up to 60 hours. This is a new feature on the printer, and this will be very handy if you're going to be away from your P5000 for an extended period of time. Epson has made great improvements to this printer from the 4900. Not only will you enjoy Epson's brand new inks, but you're also going to appreciate all the effort that was put into keeping dust out of the print area. The dust sealing is definitely a great step forward in preventing clogs while printing. If you have any questions about this printer or any of Epson's large format printers, of course you can give the knowledgeable staff at Pro Digital Gear a call and we'd be happy to assist you. Our number is 1-888-459-1482, or visit our website at www.prodigitalgear.com, or send us an email at sales, S-A-L-E-S, @prodigitalgear.com. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.